Let's see. I got my concussion about a year ago in September. I was playing football and got hit out of nowhere. But after I got my concussion, I kind of couldn't go to school, couldn't hang out with friends, couldn't go back to playing my favorite sport. It sucked. But over that year, I had problems in school. I mean, my GPA dropped quite a bit. My friends kind of went away and stuff, but after I kind of found out other people had it worse than I did, it felt nice knowing that I'm not as bad as anyone else. And when I heard about CognitiveFX, it made me happy to know that I can go somewhere to get rehabilitated quick, come back, and live like a normal human again. So after doing the CognitiveFX, I feel 10 times better than I did before. I'm not so depressed always, angry, kind of going back to my happy, jolly mood. It just felt good to know that people could rehabilitate someone to such a phenomenal state. Just feels nice to be back to normal. I recommend this for anyone just who's had a hard time with concussion or any head injury. It feels nice to be back to normal, definitely.
Yeah, just like Alejandro said, I guess from a father's perspective, it's hard to see your little one, not so little guy, not be able to live, just existing. And that's probably the hardest part to watch your son do. To see him deal with the headaches, depression, dizziness, nausea, not being able to complete his homework, not being able to do what he wants to do what a teenager does. Hang out with friends, play sports, what have you. And 14, 15 months ago, we had given up. We found friends and family that asking questions. We asked everywhere. We looked everywhere. I spent hours on the net looking. And a close friend of mine, Mike Maloof, close friend of mine, he texts me. He says, "David, you got to look what's on the news. Hurry." And I think I was the first one to call that next morning. And I won't lie, I cried, just out of excitement that there might be something for my son when there was nothing else there. And when we came here, when we talked to everyone here, the staff is incredible. Always happy, always a smile on their faces. And I'll tell you, I personally came with a question in my head saying, how real can this be? I was excited, but at the same time I was prepared for it, that it wouldn't help. But every day that he was here, I saw my son before he got hurt. And I still didn't want to believe it because I was scared to. But every day it was just more and more and more of him coming back to who he's always been. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to all the people who have shared their experience of CognitiveFX. Grateful for all the people who are here. I'll tell you, if you're a parent, I I just don't recommend you to come here. I plead you to come here because I saw what it's done for my son, and it's worth your time to find out more. I'm one that will be marketing for these guys for the rest of my life, just because there's a lot of people out there who don't know this place exists, and I'm grateful.